Alright, so just a little heads up. I am playing my continue file for this game. So I pretty much have everything that I had at the end of the last playthrough that I did, and we're just pretty much gonna continue from there. But it is a new-ish sort of file. I have to be careful not to save over this one because if something goes wrong or if I want to get a specific ending, I'm going for a specific ending. I already know what I'm going for. I'm just letting you know. But for the most part, yeah, this is just a continued file from. It's a new game plus basically, and yeah. And I kind of skipped that intro so you don't have to see what's basically going on. And it just basically tells you you're starting a new game. You have a second chance. Do good or do bad, up to you. But yeah. And here's letting you know that you have to have at least 800 by the end of the month. It's allowed? Okay. Second. Give me a oh. Not muted. Right there, because I want you guys to listen to the music. I love this music, and I never want to downplay things like that, like the music, because it's just always, whenever I play a game, I just love to hear the music, and this, it's just, yeah, there we go, good. Make sure that your volume for your headset your earpods are not too loud, also, because that might also be the case, but I did lower it. Yeah, okay, here we go. Here's our cell phone on the left. Here's us on the right. Hopefully you can see that. I have to move my damn stuff again. Son of a... There we go. It's showing you how much money I had. I don't sadly, I messed that up and 11,000. I wish I had that right now. Oh, your headphones. Oh, it's okay. I'm just, like I'm saying, we gotta check all those stuff because for the most part, for you, it might be loud. It might not be loud for anyone else. But I did lower it just for the sake right now because it did sound a little bit loud on my headphones. And I just wanted to check. We had an all check. That's why I have you as my little test, my guinea pig. So yeah, let me know. For the most part. This is her room. Oh my god, I can't believe the shirt on the left. SLUT. No, you're good. That's the whole point. We got you and me. We gotta work together. If it's loud to you, you gotta tell me. I gotta put it down. I also gotta let you know. Are you sure your headphones are not too high? I will lower it. We gotta work together. Just checking on all fronts. There's Jill. She's getting sleepy. The phone on the left, like I said. On top it says to go to work. This is just to get you used to the day-to-day. So you can check your news and everything. The music, save. You can't really add an app just yet, but they'll add by themselves. Oh, those are the news articles. And here I am trying to think like, what is this all trying to say to me? news as Quincy reveals new economic adjustments. With inflation rates among the highest of the world, constant shortage of basic groceries, and rampant violent crimes, Glitch City citizens look for a better life in other countries. Quincy, however, isn't happy with this. They learn in our schools and universities, the Prime Minister said during a talk with the Augmented Eye, but they apply what they learn somewhere else, and I find it rather insulting. They come after revealing new economic measures for the city, which most analysts consider to be useless for the current environment. They don't know shit, concluded Quincy. Yeah, so this is like Coffee Talk's news article, the newsprint that they provide you in the beginning. You can read this for yourself. It's not gonna really, I mean, it is good to read just to get the feel of what's going on in the city. And I feel I kind of screwed that. Yes, as my moderator said, I'm gonna try my best not to swear, but I mean, we live in an age where sadly everyone likes to say profanities left and right, and I will say it just because I'm used to doing that, and I try my hardest not to do that as often, but when it's needed, it will be addressed. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but yeah, give me a second. I have to address something. Alright. Okay, so yeah. So for the most part, like I'm trying to say, I'll try not to swear, but with everything, you get used to one way of doing things, and yeah, like I said, I'll try not to swear as openly as it needs to be. But yeah, this is for you just to see like what you have bought. You can play around with your phone and look at things that you have, but I mean, there you go. You can play around with your music, save your files, load your files, and that's pretty much it for the most part. You don't have to check the news articles for anything. It really just is for you to have that ability to get an understanding of the world. But for the most part, the game pretty much tells you what is our world. Because again, this isn't our normal world, and like how we live now. It is somewhat different to what it is to reality. Let's keep going then. So we are playing as Jill. You can see here there's a lot going on here, but again, I won't really go into details until we get to the actual part that we need. And give me a second, I'm trying to bring everything up. Good evening. We are playing as Jill, our female bartender of the game. And here is our first person in the game. Ah, hey there, Jill. Oh, hey, John. When will you admit you have a John face, Jill? Well, I think it's Gil, because it is Gillian. Forgive me, I have some fluids in my system that is impairing my read as best as I can. Just to let you all know. It isn't a drinking stream, but I am drinking. And let's continue. When will you let people call you Julius? Quiet. Are you okay? You look distracted. Where's boss? Dunno. She went out to buy some stuff and... Did you hear what I just told you? You said something? Yes. That you look distracted? Very, very distracted. It's nothing, I'm just thinking about stuff. What stuff? Well, I have to rent... Well, I have to pay rent by the 30th, which is always stressful, and... There's also the fact that I spent a full hour yesterday apparently talking to myself. Not to mention the fact that 2 days ago, I found out that the bar is at risk of closing. So not only is my life being shaken up, I'm apparently going crazy. So the demo of this game pretty much runs you through how this game works. And she basically, she doesn't really talk to herself. I don't know who that other person she is talking to is exactly. I've tried my best to piece based on the information of this whole game that I can get, but again, it's very complicated. It's always playing through it the second time where I get all the information that I need and lets me know what happens. But again, like I'm saying, if you play the demo of this game first, you get to know what exactly she is talking about. I didn't do that because I'm not gonna sit there and have 2 tutorials play for me in this game. I'm just gonna play it once and let you know that I already know how to play it. I know how this whole setup of everything, how it all works on the right. But we're just getting the ball going because, like I'm saying, we have a lot of time to really just sit down and get to understand how the game works and everything. And I'll explain what I know, how much I know in the end. Did I read this? Okay, on top of that, Nurturing 4 left me with a completely empty wallet, and I'll get evicted if I miss rent again. And there's all the beer cans around my apartment, and so basically she was having a conversation with herself, but from what I know, I shouldn't have to worry about the rent right now because we are starting with a full set amount of money. If I do make my mistakes and buy things that I don't need, because that's the main thing about this, but we'll get there when we get there. I'm not gonna really say much in terms of that. Jill, sorry, did you say something? Can you really work today? Of course I can. Let's go through the basics then, shall we? Just in case. If you can make a piano man, I'll skip the rest. But bear with me for a second here, okay? Let's start with the sugar rush. Look for the recipe using the navigation bar on the recipe book that'll show you on the top left. You use the directional buttons to move the cursor between the choices in the recipe book. You can also sort drinks by flavors like sweet or type like Mandy. To add ingredients to the shaker, push the left analog stick in the direction of the desired ingredient. While the desired ingredient is highlighted, press A to add 1 unit of that ingredient. Gil. When you're done adding ingredients, press ZR. Have to check where that is. To mix the drink, then press it again to stop mixing. If the drink is properly made, just press ZR to serve it, and that'll be all. Oh, and if the drink looks messed up, you'll need to press ZL to reset and try again. You can then use ZL to reset anytime, even while the shaker is moving. Don't be afraid to use it. Gil, I'm the one that went through the formal BTC instructions. Then this should be no problem. Oh shit. He said sigh, I think. Gil wants either a sugar rush or a piano man. If I mess up the ingredients or the drink, I can press the restart button to try again. So he was basically explaining how this whole system works. Before you go through actually making the drink, you can just put whatever you want, and it's gonna add all of these 5 different things in there. But for the sake of doing what he wants, we're gonna try to make the piano man. So like I'm telling you, I already know how to do this. I don't know the recipes, I just know how to do this. And this is basically all you need to really know. Based on, you can search by names and everything, by the flavor, the type, the bottle. The bottle stuff is, oh, don't worry, you're good, you're here, that's all that matters. Like I said, come whenever you can, go whenever you need to. Just sit back, relax, and listen to my voice, I guess. I'm not gonna compliment myself because that's not me. I'm just going over the way to look through the serving of the drinks, like how we're gonna start this game. So you're good in the sense that if you're gonna play this game, you're gonna learn how to play through me right here. But we just got introduced to Gillian, or Gil, and he's basically asking us to do either one of 2 things: make a sugar rush or piano man. So based on this little setup, I have it set up so that I can look by either by name or by flavor, but I don't know what type of flavor the drink is, so I have to go by, like I said, the names. I could either do the sugar rush and get the rundown completely of how to play this game, or we're gonna skip through it and just do what he said. And if I can show him how to make the piano man, would be fine. So like he said, I'm gonna do the piano man, and based on this, we need to add 2 Adelheid, 3 Bornson extract, no, we're in a bar, we don't have that stuff. You have alcohol or you don't? I'm just kidding, don't. Just drink whatever your preferred drink is, and enjoy the ride for now. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Power Delta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not gonna try the names because shit. 1, 2, 3. This drink does not represent the opinions of the bar pieces union or its associates. It's kind of interesting because the game will add little funny tips to the game, but that's basically it. The mixing of the drinks. You have each type of thing that it will require you to add to the drink, but if it pretty much you're done adding onto it, you can add, I believe it is Karmatrine. I'm not sure, I'm not gonna add anything else because I want to skip through the tutorial and everything. And by doing that, well, you basically have to follow the recipe that is written on the left, and it shows you by colored text how much you need for everything. So I added 2 of the red, 3 of the yellow, 5 of the light blue, 5 of the light green, and see, that's the problem with coloring. You could only go so far. 3 of these, and that means that the drink is set. If I want to add anything more, that's up to me, but you have to follow the instructions of the description in order to get this set right. If not, you're gonna serve the bartender, your client, something different, because you also have the ability to mix ice and age and all that stuff, but that's still down the line when they'll ask you, hey, can you do this, and they'll tell you this is what they meant. But for the most part, I have to make sure once again that everything is correct. Forgive me for my speech. I do have going on to my 3rd blue moon right now. This isn't a drinking stream, it's just I was offered beer and I took it. So 2, 3, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 and 3. All on the rocks and mixed. So I do need to add ice. And I do have to mix it. See, that's why you have to read through it, because if not, if you mess this up, you'll have to do the whole tutorial again, and he'll explain to you the whole gist of all of that. But if you want to add ice or mix it, you have to press X and mix it up. But yeah, for the most part, I think this is fine. Nope, I failed it. That's fine. I think I might have gone too hard. It's okay, that's the whole point. You don't have to serve it just yet. It's not time restricted. There you go. I made the Piano Man. I think you might have to be a little bit forceful for other drinks, but just that first indication of shaking is good enough. And you press the same button again, the ZR, to serve the drink. And here we go. Let's see if I did a good job. We are playing as a female character. Her name is Jill. And this is not her, but Gil, the guy who told us do the drink depending if you do know or you don't know. We'll see how it goes, but basically we'll see if we did a good job. Here, happy? Yes, very. I understand correct. I stand corrected. Now let's get working. Oh yeah, before I forget, can you make any drinks big? You can make any drink big by doubling the amount of ingredients. This is important just because I believe our first order is gonna be a big drink, and you just have to know if you want to double it. I mean, you want to make it big, you have to just double the ingredients. You can make any drink big by doubling the amount of ingredients. So by adding any of the Abelhide, Borson extract, Power Delta, if I double those in the drink, it's gonna become big. But there's always a limit on how much you can put in your drink, and that becomes I think the limiting factor of the gameplay. Oh, and if recipe says use optional, see, there you go. If it says to add optional comertrine, then that means I can add as much as I want or leave as much as I want. That's the, I think the, how much the drinker